searching care for the dying, snatch them in pity from sin and the grave. We bore the erring one, lift up the fallen, tell them of Jesus the mighty to save.
And we have to say more, and then we know about Abekasa Afamamo. Because of one person. Because of one person. Last week, we know what actually happened to we, yeah, the kind. Now, Michelle was it. Then I'm going to pay us and I will be getting the Puma. The better was so near pay a Futui and Kaye. Our Roman for a woman who among the tea a year the noon. Think I saw a year group me. And some be a call a Troyana or can and a trade room as a for a man. And no and a trade margining Ejina and the Gianni and a Futui a subibri. And my beer said, and then no ever check a Futui, now it me after no upper. The Paul and Catcher only said, therefore, just as through one man sin entered the world, and death through sin, and thus death spread to all men, because all sin. The Paul actually and Truma didn't crack. Now, last week, Mimmo, Abakasa Kakra, dear Nancy, our dear Paul, came home. Said, only Papa Bo Enti, Bonnie Eba, if we are Simu, Nanam Sam, and never so Emma, if you go Eba. If you will a call, any throne, every echo share, Bonia, Adam, and Eve, yeah, I am Sunti, a man, Boniba, if we are seen in na enam sa onyankopon ebia no je si waye enkwa ebia onipa di a omu da no obo no ban edifi edipa ho se ne be ya tintumi enni na yentena sida beto afini ejina so na metuofo last week he said esan onipa ba kunti boni abewiase yade anonkwa atu nchen a ade ba ko obesan hu ni se you have so many Bible examples, and also ever a nipa bakubi amunti, and how any Susan so very every or no any the Russian. Nadia, we know I can suffer home our last week in the mono. I only pay me a friend of Abimelech. Our Genesis chapter 20, Abimelech, I bought a bready and a mobia. And in Susan so be a prayer or no any after in the Busia, my aponam or no quantity, and the Ohaka say everywhere. Now, the other by any said, a bready opening Cassie a friend of Abraham, one in the great Sarah, a 2 pine, and Okodu a Probia, not your friend of Jira, and Okodu a Brodimuno, or he never Brodimuni, a friend of Abimelech. Abimelech kept on morning said, obey to me, Alpha Sarah, and then Abba year and so said Sarah won't every year. And to be said, Abraham said, Abaya wouldn't know me or your game, Abraham so in Mimia. Abimelech, I drink any news to see our own young quantity. In Susan, Debra or no any the pussy and say, when you go and ma won't be in or I will be. The consequences of his action led to the barrenness of his wife and all the female servants in his house. I don't think she said because of Abimelech having a unya yenti. I continued the sermon and then exhorted you from the book of Joshua chapter 7 of a man named Achan in the book of Joshua. Achan was part of the Israelites that God gave them the commandment to go and conquer the nation Jericho. After they conquered the nation Jericho, they came to a nation by name Ai, a very small nation. But God has already told them that they were not to take anything which were accursed from the city Ai. But Achan, through covetousness, when he saw the good and then the precious ornament in the city Ai, he took them to become his possessions. Ọmọ níbi pray ẹ̀yọ́mọ́ na ẹ̀wọ́ èkúrò ló ẹ̀sọ́ á ní yàgò fún akọ́ wọn kọ̀ọ̀kọ̀ sẹ́ sáà ní ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ òbí á ń bẹ̀bí ọ̀fà yẹ ìwìyà no ẹ̀kọ́kọ̀ wíyẹ sẹ́ ẹ̀mìrà ọmọ Israel ẹ̀bí nkúkú ni wọ́n tumi ẹ̀ntu ànàmọ́ nkú wọn ẹ̀nim no yàgò fún ẹ̀dá ẹ̀ka ẹ̀hún ẹ̀dì ànàmọ́ ntoma ẹ̀ma ọmọ ayé nyinaa bẹ̀ hu yẹ na the consequences are wọ́n tún wọ́n bẹ̀ nyà yẹ as a result of the action of Achan was that Achan and then his household, his family, his animals and all the things that he possesses were taken into a valley called Anko. And all these things were burnt alive. Yekun onu ni de kusie nyina esan sa abone no a ogodi ye no enti. Kanu ti misal kai ubi o say because of one person, death has taken him and then his family. Na ke beka say ebusia no kwani be na won waye a eluti a wose sa afutun eba won so nanso de onyankopon kai ne say esa woni a wo aye enti no ya me nyankopon me de eba ma won dey. We continue by exalting ourselves from the book of 2 Kings chapter 5 by a man who was named Gehazi. Gehazi was the servant of the prophet Elisha. When Naaman, who was an army general from the city called Damascus, came that he wanted to be healed of his leprosy, they came to the prophet, of which the prophet said, "As God lives, I will not take anything from you." So Nyankopon tia say, "Minji wo bibiara." Anuti osani yare ema Naaman ejapade ana hunya de oyese ngo de be mo odifo no anye. But out of covetousness and greediness, Gehazi went on to go to where Naaman was, and then he told him that his master, the prophet Elisha, has changed his mind and has told him to come for some of the things. So he went for the things, and then when God revealed to Elijah, he questioned Gehazi. Why have you done the things I have told you not to do? When you read verse 27 of the same chapter 5 of 2 Kings, Elisha cursed Gehazi and told him that from today the leprosy of Naaman shall cling to you and your descendants forever. Anuti odi kwolu hu se ade Gehazi akwakoye no odome no no ka kire ne se ene Naaman kwata no a na oyare obaya ne sa ne yare no ebetena wo adu obusua nyina aso wani ban ena Gehazi obusua fo aka no eye a Samson sansoi eba won so Bible no ka say enkofre mu wa na bro di fo no ka asem no the leprosy of Naaman no eba Gehazi no as white as snow. Nuti eno me no eye etuma the twa bi gina so say obi betumi adome ye enne amana ye etuma se anamo a yetu ya ne abrabo a ye bo ya ne nya abrabo ba adofo abeka ukọ kofo obi ade se wo ye kristoni na nipa no hu obisa wanka na so obo wi a ebenya because enye nyameso mu aduma na akoye ye no. When we are in Christ, we have the protection of Christ. But the very moment we start sinning, the protection of Christ goes away from us. So whenever any forces, any evil word comes against us, yes, it will have the effect over our lives. So we should beware. I gave you some Bible passages from the book of Proverbs chapter 15 verse 27. And the Bible said that he who is greedy forgets troubles his own house. but he who hates bribe will live. Your man any brave, no person obenya numuanya no. Or dream so be brave no on the car or no kasa ni fie. A generational. If you want to know so man you boy wumi. Ya kwa abo bedroom pempen so bia. Obia e fa kwan boni bi so ade apre ja page bia ba be ye dia efia na nya ne dia. Obi wa asase bia bia na asase na nka nya ne dia e obi dia but of fact petit man bia so adi de bi ba ni se. But so doing, ubenya ja page no na so Bible said you are troubling your own house. So because of you, you can spark off generational curse in your family. So beware of these generational curses. I continue to read from the book of Proverbs chapter 17 verse 13, which also read that whoever rewards evil for good, evil will not depart from his house. Also say there are deep money etia papa kanu. Say odipano, money empa bifie da. Say zakasa nenso, say adena empa bifie da no. It is generational. Odia your papa, but papa dia wonu de obetumi nyina ne say, wo de bonne and obi betua ne ka. So doing, you are calling upon generational curses onto yourself and then to your generation. So beware. You move for how we move because of some actions our parents or our grandparents or our forefathers too that is affecting our life today. Uko infant memoir. The biabipi, any biabinim, and myself and I'm okay. No rebushia people no why you be as you are as a family thing now. I say, oh, we need no in your farm. Sometimes, oh, yeah, we travel the crowd to now, overcome move beside say, oh, yeah, nabi, and I not say, open map, and into the Busian Padia or Sisana equity and map. Into Baby Busian, and more probably, then see a dear body. Some of these things are real and they work, but the only solution to this, and yet also for you, now make break it, make deliver. No, nobody can deliver you from this mess. Only Christ Jesus. Now the only solution to this, and so I'm the one by the second part of this sermon, and he said, sir, and now I met you to himself, my father is some kind of my name. Will you be able to assume to me, I say, now for the never be wrapped in over I mean you. When you even present to Diana Sia, Crystal enough for whatever thing in it, our my problem. And it is up to me, no matter how it is, and to me, any effect on my life. And that's why any effect on your life, check what happens. Except, we never be here. Oh, Jesus, you move after becoming Christian, you are signed around the back into a rubber when you are the Canadian walk. And by so doing, I won't hold no back. Crystal protection, you will be about to be now. I don't know about the brain and now watching you have a solution, you have a solution. The solution is not with any prophet, neither with any preacher, or neither with any pastor, but rather the solution is in Christ. But one guy said, when you're gravel, say, oh, Papa, if you say, when you're gravel, so better grab or one in the ball. When you're gravel, so better, and we are some about the Christo ye, it's never a couple of the Musica. Also, Netuma or Indian to baby or Benjamin Yakato. Who bet there or Benjamin Yakato? It's if you would hear our sacrament. The Matua said because of one person. And no be back to me about so maybe I'm quiet one a bear won't go pushing now. Yeah, a church was happening. I'm an old icon. Our petrol really kind. It's in me exactly at night. In the book of 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 9, Peter said that not returning evil for evil or raveling for raveling, but on the contrary, blessing, knowing that you were called for this, that you may inherit a blessing. I say, I may have one in Jamonica. Said, and you come a yaman or son, and I'm so my no, Bianca said, and you know this every no boy is ready, whatever I am. The daddy didn't know, so we hear about this by young papa in Tiaka. Yet, I must see, Now, Yababa Benjamin said, and yet, because of one person, Sanyama only bet to me about here, and because of one person, good things can also come. So, there are no Bible here and say, there are some biblical examples that I attested to this fact. So, because of Bonipa could be in Shira and buying. Now, I'm born, so I'm born with the Christian now. So, at the end of this sermon, I'm going to ask you this morning. Say, because of you, what is coming onto your family? Is it blessing or it is curses? Where you and your baby are, the person who try to do it, so the baby now we ignored it for a very long time. If you say, it is so easy as it is. If you try to say, oh, you see one of your friend, no. Say, I'm here, and keep it there. I am my own view, and so the critical baby I was a woman. And not a good to me, a man, watch your Christo Kai, or John chapter 8. Say, don't cry on a cry about what you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. It is only the truth and nothing but the truth. Some biblical example, for Bible, in the book of 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 10, Bible for opening a feeding and a friend. Open Edom. Sir, Obed Edomi, or your Nipia, Opa Israel, Abaka Semu, the day a friend of the ark, Emra, Na, Kofono, Efi, Ako, Onyakupo, Watasana, or Yama. Onyakupo, Ade, Adevi, Ade, upon the ark of the covenant. That's that ark of the covenant, no? Maybe I had the ark in the Pesidiano, no Onyakupo, I will be. Obed-Edom was a man from the tribe of Levi. He was a Levite of Levi. When King David became furious after God struck Uzzah, he left the Ark of the Covenant in the house of Obed-Edom. The president of Amma, Israel found him Rase, won't find the Ark and go to Jerusalem. The Ark, I to control it is a ring. I see a day. I was a Levite, I saw for there's a particular group. Levite in the money I teach him. But can't was what happened. Then teach him that particular Levite that was swap acronym. And this is what this is from Quechi. What they wrote, Eshamwa, now, and the Bakukon, the Bakukon, the Bakukon, the Bakukon, and move the Van San can act. Ranya Kupon the Mambo. But David, I saw them, I know they are going to see donkey, they see, and donkey no echo. Donkey no guana, the night, and come at the empty, donkey no elbow form. A bow so young couple are coming to bed, a bow form. So there was another Levite who was bad and near very Uzzah. Uzzah, your lady, and prevented the ark from falling into a people's soul. But one was dangerous thing. And it says, in your country, no one can change it. God said, do not touch it. Out of goodwill, when you set your oil, and Sakaya, and Papa, and you put out the money more folks. Do not prevent it, but then the Sakaya, God strike you dead. So David became very furious. I didn't think I will act, elbow form, no, being Yakumapa, preventing it from falling. No, God said, what I said, you did not do. Indeed, David Bufuye, no, Jack in the civil, said, then there was this man, Obed-Edom, almost no, and to me down and go on Arcanon, I'm an see what it is to offer Arcanon called free. San you make a prayer on Nipano Ayam, Israel, not on fire. What provided a space for the ark of God to be kept in its house. Because of our non Yankin can carry a very better making. Bible, Yankin.
Verse 9. Now, every day, now David is slow every day down. Now, I can say, every day, I can Beba be fierce. Verse 10. When David and say, what did every day I can burn and David Kulun. Now, David, the Dane called God me Obed-Edom fee. Na erade adaka no si God ni Obed-Edom fee abosome miensa.
Any adaka no edi abosome miensa, it was just 3 months. And I act no edi wo di fie. Cause when.
Na Awurade Shira Obed Edom ne fie nyina.
Awurade Shira Obed Edom. Eno no kwa o. Ni fie nyina for just keeping the ark of God. Meaning so betumi aye bibi sa. Edi Nyankopon Shira de bele. Edi ka brew. To as well. Verse 11.
Verse 11 is.
Okay. Okay, kind First Chronicles chapter 13. Verse 13 to 14. I said we shall and also have the plan. As I go away now, during that 3 months, that the ark was in the possession of Obed Edom.
13 verse.
Verse 13 to 14.
Verse 13 is. Na David adaka David room. Na wode mane ko God ni Obed Edom fie. Na Awurade adaka no si Obed Edom fie na Awurade Shira Obed Edom ni fie.
Ya pesa usana so ono. Ushira Obed Edom ni fie
ni owo nyina.
And dia owo nyina it became a blessing. So because of one person, blessing ever instead of curses. Meaning, are you going to start off a generational curse or a generational blessing? I don't know. I didn't buy a pan and make you hear you, so go to be in a couple of years. Upon the fee, you ever come answer? Let's see. Verse 14.
Verse 14 is. 14 is.
And when David who said, Obed Edom fie for 18 shrebebre. After I not been so about Papa for ark. Because on our finger saying, oh, send it to say a poor hollow that they no made for you. Why is it of Papa? And yet, we now must especially. Because you want to know. But I didn't share by the actual Pierre through movie. The kind of the time we no, maybe I'm Mamma dear. I'm go with you. Rob man and cow was I don't know who we shall. But what I Naman Sumi Brother, it's here, say, or you repeat the man on Nipot, and then you pardon or your man, no one will mean Gobena and your film. And you know, can know about the blessings of God, no, ye repeat the man, it to be a day ever. The Ninjaman is as a result of our actions. Because of one person, Shira and Yaba or not any see. There doesn't be a man over kind of myself. In the book of Joshua chapter 2, is a harlot called Rahab. Bible says, "Oh, the man, what in baby, no war, the city Jericho, and your friend Rahab." A baby and a Joshua Suma, 2 spies, 7 called Jericho, now of our son. Mupapa spy grown in your fire because you went to be a rebel. I'm not spies no call you. Jericho quality said Israel will be Ababa the rebel. So they started looking for these 2 people. I watch it on one. But no German need Baby will grow more. Oh, be a funny heavy because of Nabraba or and who said go for it, they found themselves wanting. So the one by the fear, not who see it. Now, Sadia or Yen, the children, but very good. Barbaro, Yankan, Joshua chapter 2, Yankan, verse 12, Yankan, verse 9, Yabra, Unity.
Or catch it, or say, or catch it, Merriman said, said about the as I see Amma.
Indeed, and Merriman no echo pay the fear or no. And I'll catch it one say, yes, who is right for me? Martin, send them coupon or their house are singing now, their mom who is right for. Or when you get big, a war is right for Yamin, but Jericho, no soon on your coupon. I was on soon and I cost for her, but I said, Minim, I have this knowledge about your God. Say, as I said, this we are the amount to a woman.
Was it now?
Na mu Israel for mu ato yen so yen ni kro oti so no osro e wo mu Israel for so bi say wan say dia mo dia ya amman a mo di won so dia ba bedu etu nyina wate di mu
na asase yi sotefo nyina akoma etumu
obi akoma etu se Israelfo na ba ti na de wa onga se omu ti Israelfo no man kwa de ne no onga bo ani to aso na me
president na ya take said the Muslim frame no Ewurade ma epokoko mu nsuo bi
emra mu fi Egypt emra mu babeka abu nachi akwan ya abu no mu tu faiye na mu fa mu kura na no kura e hu amaye nti yesro awade a ekoso no koswe
ne de mo ye amrom ahen mienu ahemfo mienu a wo Jordan eja no
nti
si
ya
ni o
what verse 11
minure
okay so
o say Simon ni o Mose won pasa no verse 11 na yate na yen akuma etu na home bi re sore bio obiara mu wo mu anim efuse Ewurade mu Nyankopɔn no ono ni Onyankopɔn wo nya anya wo nyame so osoro ni asase so efem
nti the Rahab nyina no oka se minim Nyankopɔn no odi mo kide mo ba no wo yehu nti obia ni mo betu ese mo kwan na otu afọ verse 4:13 no a oba ne ka se bi na no na di nhira abra ono ani ni fiefo
verse 2
aha
na afei monka me Ewurade ntam se
nti afei monka me ntam monka mfa nhya me bo se
se